The one for me was I grew up. I was very fortunate to basically my entire family, both sides, my mom's family and my mom's and my dad's family. We basically grew up on the one street. So my grandparents, my uncles, my cousins, pretty much all of them, we lived within a gunshot of each other. And I would spend a lot of time at my mom's parents, at my grandparents' house. And my grandmother's fresh homemade bread is probably one of the most vivid and one of the earlier food memories that I have. So, a loaf of bread fresh out of the oven. I remember, strolling home from her house with basically a half of a loaf of bread slathered in butter and just eating it as I was walking up the street. And I mean, I could taste that now, and the bread that I make basically tastes almost exactly like hers, just not because I have the recipe, but just because I remember what it tasted like. The flavor is a big F flavor for me. It's the food, it's the people, it's the music, it's the place, it's the sense of where you are. People can taste things differently than other on their tongue. They could taste things with their eyes, they could taste things with their ears, they can taste things in their head. And so people walk away from what we do, I want them to be nourished in all those ways. And we don't always do it every time. Everybody doesn't get it. To some people, it's just a restaurant and it's just a plate of food. But the people that really get what we're trying to do have an experience like they can't really get anywhere else, and that's what we work for. Myself and the team, we work with the ingredients that we find around us for, over 90% locally sourced ingredients. We change the menu, daily as things show up, as they come. It's all chalkboard. We don't have any set menu or even not that many set recipes. We kind of do it on the fly, like from the ground up. It's something that we've evolved over the time of the restaurant, and the team that we have there now are well used to that, and it's kind of my vision of what we wanted to do. So what makes our food different is that it's always different. It's even different to us. We change it so much that you may come in and have the same dish, but it's probably not exactly like we prepared it the day before, because we don't have binders and binders of set recipes or anything like that. The main tenet is to make it taste good. It's getting harder and harder and harder to go to a store and just buy a carrot, that hasn't been somehow, either genetically modified or processed in some way and packaged in a certain way. It's getting harder and harder just to go buy that raw ingredient. And that's something that we need to go back to. We need to go back to the people's ability to get access to a more raw product. I say a lot in Newfoundland food, we need to go backwards to go forwards, and that's kind of where we're at, I think, in the world.